In everything that I do, I'm being me, and everything I do, I'll be real with me. What's up? This is the real LG. Welcome to my channel. I want to thank any first timers. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. And that other thing. Anyways, so we finna watch a old Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan interview. They talking about, the name of it is A Game of Life. I mean, life is not a game. But let's see what they talking about. Give my opinion.
Score, so it feels good when you score. It's very difficult to say that to a 3-year-old.
Right.
So
But
is
part of
she
it-
going to run hills? Is she going to practice drills so that she feels that good feeling more? And then there's a point where that becomes too far. There's a point where you become an obsessive over-winner, right? And this is the people that want to crush their enemies. Then you become Conan the Barbarian. This is the far end of it.
okay,
and this is
so-
what the left is terrified of, right?
Yep.
The idea of the left is the demure, the soft, the people that are kinder and gentler. The idea of the right is the conqueror. The people that, they work hard, play hard, go kick ass, go America, that kind of shit. And so these are the type of people that are going to be crueler. They're going to do what it takes to win. And the people that you would consider that would like equality of outcome are the people that are trying to slow that down. Does this make sense?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's how it lays itself out temperamentally, too.
Psychologically.
Yes.
This is the motivation for all this.
Yes. And it's, well, and the radical left is compassion gone mad, although it's also envy. Let's not forget about that. Because,
Envy.
Well, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, one reason to stand up for the dispossessed is because you're empathetic. And empathy is not an automatic good. This is something we make a big mistake about. We think, well, I'm feeling sorry for you, therefore I'm good. It's like, no, I might be feeling too sorry for you. I might not be demanding enough of you. So, and that's the terrible devouring mother, from a psychoanalytic perspective.
Yes.
Oh, everything you do, dear, is okay. It's like, no, it's not.
Right.
So one of the things that Jean Piaget, the developmental psychologist, he was.
Okay, he finna talk about John's Piaget or whatever this dude's name is. French guy, I guess. Anyways, yeah, man, that's why every generation that comes after every generation, they all say the same thing. Y'all generation is soft. And this is why, because we sit here and we give out hugs and kisses to kids that telling them, hey, all that matters is that you were there. All that matters is that, I guess because you're my kid, so you're special. Nah, man. If you did something bad or you did something the wrong way, I'm going to tell you. Whether you my brother, my son, or whoever, you did that wrong, pimp. And you ain't getting a pat on the back for it. Let's continue.
Very interested in figuring out a way out of this, and it's very much relevant to your concept, your talk about athletics. Okay, so imagine this, because this is also something that points the way to a proper morality, which was actually something that Jean Piaget was very concerned about. He wanted to reconcile the distinction between religion and science. That's actually what drove him, even though people don't know that, he was arguably the world's greatest developmental psychologist. So here's the idea. You know how you tell your kid to be a good sport? You say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, it matters how you play the game. Okay, so I've been unpacking that in my lectures because it's really, really complicated. It's like you tell your kid that and they look at you and they think, well, what do you mean by that? Aren't I supposed to try to win? It's a soccer game, I'm supposed to win. And you say, well, yeah, you're supposed to win, but it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, it matters how you play the game. You know that that's right, but you don't know how.
I mean, that do seem a little contradictory about it. Son, do your best, try to win. But none of that matters. All that matters is that you try. You can tell your kids that. I ain't telling my kids that. You try to win. Period. Now, if the person, you know, feels bad about you winning, they're a sore loser. Now, I will tell my kids this. Don't be a sore winner. Nobody likes those people. So win with some grace. Motherfucker.
Explain it to your kid. You say, well, you want to be a good sport. Okay, so imagine this. This is how it works. And this is crucially important. So, first of all, life is not a game. Even a game is not a game. Because a game is, most of the time, a game is the beginning of a series of games. So let's say that you're on a soccer team. Well, there's winning the game, but the game isn't the issue. The game is the whole series of games. So maybe the game is winning the championship. And winning the championship and winning a game are not the same thing. And the reason for that is, well, maybe if you want to win a game, the best thing to do is to let your star player make all the moves. But if you want to win a championship, maybe the best thing is for your star player to do everything he or she possibly can to develop all the other team members. That's a different strategy. And the reason it's different is because it iterates across time. Okay, so I'll tell you a quick story. So when my kid was playing hockey, when he was about 12 or so, he was in a championship game, just at a local arena, you know. And it was really fun to watch. The teams were pretty equal, which is something that you want, so that everybody can expand their skills while they're playing. And it was like 5 seconds to the end of the game, and the other team made a breakaway and came down, and the guy came down the ice and scored. It was a beautiful goal, and it was 4-3, and that was the end of it, right? And on my kid's team, there was the kid who was the star, and he was a pretty good hockey player. He came off the ice, and he was very annoyed about what had happened. He smashed his stick on the cement and was complaining about the refereeing and acting as if he'd been robbed. And his father came up, and instead of saying, "Get your act together, kid, that's no way to display yourself after a loss," he said, "Oh yeah, man, you were robbed, that the referees didn't ref right, and you played the best, and you should have won." And I thought, you...
I ain't gonna lie, dog. That would be me too. Yeah, son, that damn ref nigga he didn't call that damn game right. Fuck that ref. Stupid ass ref. But no, on his earlier point though, as far as like at my earlier point, sore winner, he used the terms more of be a good sport. But yeah, it's all the same thing. You don't ever wanna people don't like boastful and like super ignorant winners. So, and he brought up the game of life. If you're gonna be playing the game of life, you gotta play for the long game. Which means, you don't wanna alienate your friends, your opponents, or even the people watching it. Because they could be somebody you need in the future. Now think about it. If you needed somebody 10 years after you win some little league hockey game or something, and you run into this person 10 years later because you need a job, and they think in their mind and try to remember, and well, they remember you right away, and then they think to themselves like, this motherfucker was a piece of shit when he beat me, man. I ain't finna hire this motherfucker. Excuse me, sir. Thank you for coming for your interview. We're just gonna let us call you. You don't call us. No, but this is all overdue on this one here. Tune in reality mentality. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.